panel will talk about it coming up next.
Welcome back to Sports Edge. Coming up Monday, we'll find out the UConn women's basketball team's trip through the NCAA tournament. And the thing about it is, I think we just all assume it's going to be easy. They're just going to cruise to a 9th national championship. Is this good for the sport?
You're right. They're probably going to cruise to a 9th national
Just
championship.
mow over
right.
everybody.
Mow over everybody. And yeah, I think it's good for the sport. You know, if you want to compete with them, then go after them. Schools need to put maybe some more money into it. Go after the right players. And I think the bottom line with UConn is, yes, they get a ton of talent. No question about it. The best talent out there. But they also outwork everybody.
Gino obviously knows what he's doing, a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, he's got an idea.
You know, Noah and I were talking about, you know, you used to have Tennessee and you'd have UConn. Now UConn is just the powerhouse. And you said, well, if you see them up by 26 points, you just turn the TV set off. I say no, because what happens is you learn about these gals' personalities, you learn about their backgrounds, you just watch their finesse, you love to watch them play on the court.
Well, it's funny, John and I both were at the Mohegan Sun this past weekend for the conference tournament, and a friend of mine was in the stands, and she's a huge college basketball fan, women's college basketball, big Tennessee fan, and she texted me while I was sitting on the floor shooting the game when it was, you know, 10-2 UConn. I'm bored. I'm leaving. And it just struck me, and it made me think about this topic.
You better not say her name.
I won't. But she was there the whole weekend for every game, but
Right.
And she was just frustrated.
But what are you going to do, pull back? You can't pull back.
No. It's and look, nobody's saying that UConn is doing anything wrong, but I would say that the UConn women's basketball fan isn't necessarily a sports fan, meaning they don't want to see a tight game. They want to see their, as they put it, their girls do well. It's funny because it used to be said, you know, fans of the UConn women's basketball team think that those women, you know, they get up and on their way to school they save children, and then they get straight A's, and on their way home they walk old ladies across the street.
And a lot of them do.
It's pretty close, yeah, it is.
Do fundraisers, and yeah.
That's how they're viewed in the state, and they're revered not just by sports fans, but by fans of what they do and what they have done.
And isn't it refreshing that we have a team to look up to that does all these great things, that wins, that excels in the classroom, that does fundraisers? I mean, that's a great business model right there.
And for little girls, you know, looking up for role models,
Absolutely.
you know, that's a great example to look up to. But, you know, Notre Dame has come around and challenged them, and Notre Dame can give them a game this year if they get to the national championship game.
What if Muffet McGraw will see this? You think?
She's probably watching right now.
Send it to Muffet, and you could get it to her.
My cousin lives next door to her.
And the one thing about them that I can really appreciate as not only someone that covers the team, but as a fan of just basketball, they were up the other day 30-9 in their game on Saturday. 30-9. And their best player and the best player in the country, Breanna Stewart, was on offense. UConn turned the ball over, and she ran the length of the court a person on the other team had an easy layup and she blocked the shot into the stands. And afterwards I said to her, like, you're up 21 points. She's like, that's just what we're supposed to do. Like, it didn't even cross her mind, like, hey, we're up 21, I'm going to lay
We
back.
need
That's
to
the way
get
they're
Gino
taught.
Auriemma on here and examine how he has built this team.
Give a call to Gino. Listen,
Yeah.
while John's putting a call to Gino, we're going to wrap things up here on the television. We're going to continue the conversation over on SportsEdge.com, over on SportsEdge, a TV show right here. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.